Guys, this is Ochi Itoto coming back to you guys again in the 2K King channel. So today's video I am going to make another video about single mothers and why they should really take reconsideration of literally not, and this is also a message to young women to not make the same mistakes as many other single mothers have made who had children out of wedlock. So I'm making this video not to offend you, you mothers who are single mothers, but to literally reconsider to stop saying I don't need a man, I don't need a man, da 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 da. You do need a man. You do want somebody, because you can't take care of a child on your own. Let's just be real. You can't do it. You just can't. You can't do work and take care of a child at the same time. You need a man to literally help you take care of those children and also provide what the children needs according to the study that I'm going to show you. So it says right here, according to Mac, and I don't know how to say their names, but according to so-and-so, children of single parent households are at increased risk of dropping out of school. In books finding, boys tended to be idled, and teenage girls had a great risk of pregnancy. Let's stop right there. The single mothers who's watching this video, please you better reconsider. You gotta come on. Y'all cannot let your especially your daughters. Do not let your daughters follow the same cycle that you went through. Do not make your child make the same mistakes that you have made. It is best for you to tell your daughter, don't have children until you get married. Tell her that. And not only that, tell your boys, don't get a woman pregnant until they get married. So it's not only for the girls, it's for the boys as well. But it's mostly for the girls because they're the vulnerable ones. Especially if your daughter becomes an attractive woman. Because let's just be real, I'm not saying that your daughter is going to be ugly. Who knows? I don't know your daughter. But I'm just saying that it is best for you, single mothers, to literally tell your daughters, prevent your daughters from making the same mistakes that you did. And that goes for women, that goes for mothers who are in a two-parent household. You better warn your daughters as well not to make the same mistakes as these single mothers or these teenage girls making. So as a teenage girl who's in a single parent household, she's most likely to get pregnant. Now, not all teenage girls are going to get pregnant who's in a single parent household, but majority of those women who are in the same who was born and living in a single parent household right now are most likely to be in great risk of getting pregnant out of wedlock, just like her mom did. And then it says here that these children have a higher likelihood of being poor, meaning that they will basically make a little bit of income, committing crimes, and using drugs. So those are going to be the people. See, I thought, and I looked this up because I listened to videos on YouTube. So please, young women, please reconsider to have children out of wedlock. Because if you have children out of wedlock, these without the father, this is what is going to happen to your children. Your teenage daughters are going to have children like you did out of wedlock from different baby daddies. Your son may be committing crimes and using drugs. It is best for you now to raise your children right. It's best for you now to talk to your previous baby daddy, because it's not healthy for a child to have a single parent but with no father. I'm telling you, because it's showing on Google that this is most likely going to happen. And not only that, the income that you have, the little income that you have, because that's what most single mothers have. They got little income. They won't provide, and it says in the study, so we're going to go to the studies right now. It says it right here. Now, it says right here, it says, does money matter? It says right here, most studies agree that children from single parents families are more likely to grow up in a financial challenged circumstances. As an adult, these same children are also likely to have lower income than people who grew up in more affluent two-parent household. Okay, it says it right here. And hope you women are listening, because y'all keep saying I don't need a man, but you do need a man. You do need you do need a man with a steady income. You do. You need to combine your income with somebody else. Now, I'm not saying you can't go to college and try to get you a career or whatever. I'm not saying you can't do that, but that's going to be exhausting. It's going to be exhausting because you're going to school, then you're going to work, then you have to take care of your children, then you got to take your children to school. You know how exhausting that is as a single parent? And I hope you young women are listening to this, because you better, like I said, you better save your virginity until you get married, because this is literally going on. Because these single parents are literally going through, their children are literally getting pregnant, their children are literally committing crimes, their children are literally committing suicide. I'm surprised, well, it's in the studies, they commit suicide, and they commit the most violent crimes in America. So this is literally sad. And you know what's sad also? That they even they're promoting teen moms on television, literally saying that there's nothing wrong with a teen having children out of wedlock. That's easy for you to say. It is. You're not even married. You're not married. It doesn't make no sense for a woman to be pregnant out of wedlock and you're not married. You're not. That man could literally just bail on you and live his life. I mean, he's a bum. If he bailed on you because, I didn't meet, and he got you pregnant and you let him get you pregnant because it's both of y'all fault, he's a bum. And he literally destroyed your life. Now your value in men have literally tremendously went down the drain. And most men look at you as a financial burden, literally. And not only that, most men want their own children. We don't want to take care of another woman's child. And I'm not being offensive. I'm not saying you women are... No, most men want their own children. We cannot take care of another man's responsibility. So let's continue through this article. Right? It says right here, according to research, a 3/4 of welfare spending is distributed to single parents and other broken families. There is also evidence to suggest that other problems stem from economic hardships. Children of single parents families are concentrated in inner cities, where there is often a shortage of quality educational opportunities. So it says right here, single parents families usually have less disposable income, which is $30,000 to $10,000. That's less disposable income. So they do need another income to maintain a financial to literally, that's why a lot of single mothers keep begging men to come in their life to take care of their children, because they can't do it on their own, because they're not making sustainable money. They're not. Now, some are making, I'm not saying some are doing it, but they need a man who's making sustainable money to come in their life to make the income great. That way they can fully take care of their children. But a single mother cannot do it on her own. So let's continue. It says right here, disposable income and additional educational assistance such as tutoring. So they can't afford tutoring, buying computers, laptops for their children if they're going to college or high school, or reference materials, which is school materials, for the home. It says because of the limited funds, children from these households are also less likely to be involved in critical activities, which can hinder their chances of getting a scholarship. So they're less likely to go to college. Most of these children in these single parent households are less likely to go to college. That's sad. So, and it says right here, a lack of disposable income also means that the children suffer material disadvantage, often suffering from scorn or mockery by financial stable peers that instills a negative outlook of themselves and their lifestyle. So they even get picked on by those who are in a financial stability situation, which are their friends and people that they know. So, I understand this. I hope you single mothers reconsider thinking that you don't need a man, because in this study, most of you guys make a lack of financial income. That's what the study says. It says right here, single parent families usually have less disposable income for education and, all that stuff that a children needs from a family structure. But anyways, guys, that's all I have to say in this video. Leave a like, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about my opinion on single mothers and single parents. But anyways, peace.